Alright, let me get it out of here. Okay. So, pick 10, 90s number 2, Eraser. Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, this started out good. It's not a bad film, but once the twist happens, it kind of went down for me because I'm just like, why? So, Eraser tells the story of John Kruger, who is the eraser for the government. He helps witnesses disappear. There's a woman, played by Vanessa Williams, who uncovers a secret EMP gun plan thing within her company, and when her boss catches her, he then commits suicide for some reason. Way to waste James Cromwell, by the way. That was the first thing that I was just like he finds that she has the little camera. He's like, well, you know what? You're not gonna get me. And shoots himself. I'm like, what? Okay, I get he's framing her for his death, but it's just like, why did he have to go? Why can't he just shoot himself in the arm and say, she shot me? Because they can clearly figure out that he shot himself. Angle and everything. So I don't get that at all. You wasted James Cromwell for that. And so now the FBI and John Kruger, they're working with her, and like he tells her, hey, you are no longer safe. You have to come with me. And they do this thing where she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to go home. She goes home. She tells a reporter friend she's got the disc or whatever with the information. No. That's not how it works. They wouldn't let her leave. They just let her go home. They wouldn't do that. That makes no sense. You're under protection. They would not let her go home. It makes no sense. The only thing that happened that leads to is that her boyfriend, who by the way was the sergeant guy from the episode of Saved by the Bell where they're in like military training competition thing. Yeah, it's him. I thought it was kind of cool, but he dies, and we get Mark Ralston is one of the bad guys here, which is cool. But yeah, I didn't get that at all. And then she's on the run with him, and he tells her, I work alone. If anyone tells you they're looking for me, they're lying. And of course, we gotta come back to that later when Mark Ralston, before the climax, or before, I thought it was the climax, but towards the end of the film, you know, is like, oh, Kruger sent me, you know, I work for him, or we work together, or whatever. And it's like, okay, they had to call back to that. But the biggest thing I have a problem with when it comes to this film is the twist. Because I feel like, is there something with movies in the 90s, action movies in the 90s, where we have to have the twist that someone is in on it? Because think about it. Snake Eyes, Sudden Death, this movie. There's always someone in on it. And it's revealed here that James Caan, who's supposed to be working with the FBI, or whatever it's supposed to be, is in on it. And it's just like, what? Why does this twist have to be in every 90s action movie, it seems? There might be more, but those are the three that come to mind. Snake Eyes, Sudden Death, which I haven't reviewed yet, so spoiler alert, and Eraser. I didn't say who it was, you know, in Sudden Death. But, yeah. Hold on, there's another one I'm thinking of. Who is it? It was an 80s film, I think, too. There was... I don't remember what it was. I mean, it's a Stallone film or something. There was another one where they were in on it. But because it was... I don't know. But it just seems to be a cliche with these kind of movies. You have to have someone who's a mole who's in on it. And it doesn't work. Because from the minute that happened, because I'm so sick of that twist. I've watched so many action movies, it seems like that twist is in like 50% of the action movies that I've watched. And I'm just so sick of it. They revealed that James Caan's in on it because he acts like he's giving his chick month, like he's really suffocating her to death. And then he's like, I couldn't save her. And I'm like, of course he's in on it. It's James Caan. He played the bad guy in Bulletproof, which I still say is a good Adam Sandler movie. But of course he's in on it. It just... And, yeah. Okay, let's talk about some good things here. Arnold, of course he's good. He's really good. The action scenes were done very well. This is a Chuck Russell film. Guy who did Scorpion King and I think one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets or something. But, great, you get a good director. You got Arnold, who's good. Vanessa Williams, she's okay, but nothing to hate on. James Caan is fantastic as a villain, and for his small part, James Cromwell was okay. I like Johnny, who was shown at the beginning being erased by Arnold, and then at the end, and then towards the end of the film, he comes back. So you kind of knew he was going to be part of it. But I liked him. He was a fun little part. The music score wasn't bad, I guess, but I will tell you, it's better than Collateral Damage. So there's that. But the ending had me scratching my head. So they finally get this disc, and they're finally going to go to court, and they decide, oh, they're not going to believe us. You have the disc. So they fake their deaths, and then... So then, like, James Caan and this other guy's like, oh, way to go. And I thought you did it. And then Johnny ends up driving their limo, stops them on the train tracks. Just before they get hit, you get the line that you've heard before. You've been erased. And then James Caan is dead. Then you get another one-liner from Arnold. They call the train. But that doesn't solve anything. It's not an ending. It's not an ending. They're going to go to court and present evidence that clears their name, implicates everyone else. Yet they say they're not going to believe us. Like the evidence is insufficient. You have a disc with information on it. And they say, oh, not going to believe us. And so they fake their deaths, which makes no sense. And then they kill James Caan and the other guy. So not only are they not cleared of the charges that were presented to them, they're now murderers. And if they're somehow found to be alive, which it's shown that they're now erased, so they're going to be like Johnny, hiding in the wind or whatever. But what kind of ending is that to a movie? It should have ended with them being cleared of all charges, Caan going to fucking jail. It doesn't make any sense to me. I heard this was one of the better Arnold movies, and it's not bad, but it didn't impress me. So I'm going to say that Eraser is just not worth your time. I thought this was going to be a middle of the road movie for me, but I'm just going to say it's not worth your time. I didn't care for this. It's not migraine-inducing to where I want to say it should fry in hell, because there are some good actions. There is some good action stuff in it, and the performances aren't bad. So it's not that bad. It's just that the decisions they make just don't work for me. Like James Caan being revealed to be one of them. Sure, it's James Caan. He can play an asshole. But the ending just makes no sense. So, yeah, Eraser is not worth your time. So what are your thoughts on Eraser? Let me know in the comments below. We gotta pick our next one, which will be a DVD. Give me something fun. Give me the Brady Bunch movie. I want to watch the Brady Bunch movie. I want to laugh. Let's do it. Wild Things. Well, that'll give me entertainment in a different way. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, wild dance. You make my heart sing. Alright, so that's the next one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.